Hello guys, welcome to Java Developers YouTube channel. Yesterday we discussed about logical operators in Java. Today we are going to discuss about increment and decrement operators in Java. Okay, increment operator means it will increase the value of the certain variable, whereas decrement operator means it will decrease the value of the certain variable. Okay, open the Eclipse and create a class file of increment operator, and we have two types of inside the increment operator we have pre-increment and post-increment. Okay, as a pre-increment the syntax for is first we will increment the, we are going to use plus plus, then we are writing the variable name, whereas post-increment we will write the variable name first and then we will use the plus plus at the end. Okay, that is the two types of increments we have in the increment operators, that is pre-increment and post-increment. Okay, one we will see the difference between them by using the examples. Let's take a is equals to 2 and int of b is equals to 4. Okay, if I print it, okay, if I print it a, first we will do pre-increment. Okay, pre-increment plus plus a. Okay, plus plus a, and then we go ahead with, sorry, and then let's take in the brackets, do the plus and copy and paste in the brackets. Okay, and next it's a pre-increment, right? If I execute the code, you will get the output a value will be incremented by 1. Okay, incremented by 1, that is 2 is incremented to 3. Okay, if I take post increment of b, okay, it's a syntax for the post increment. If I take post increment for the b, what is the value of b? Okay, here a value is incremented by 1, that will become 3, whereas that is pre-increment, right? If you take the post increment, okay, if you take the post increment, here int of b is equals to 4, the value of 4 will be remain same. Okay, that's the differences between the pre-increment and post increment. Okay, if you call the b now, okay, if we call the b value, we will get the value as 5. Okay, we'll get the value of 5. That means as a pre-increment the operator will incremented by 1 immediately. Okay, but whereas post-increment concept, the operator will be incremented internally after the operation, that is increment operation. But when you are calling again the same variable, okay, when you are again calling that variable, it will represent the incremented value. Okay, it will here, it will incremented b by 1, that is 4 becomes 5, but it will give, you are doing the operation at the time if you are calling the same variable. Okay, during after the operation if you are calling the post incremented operator, you then we will get the value incremented. Okay, the simple definition between the pre-increment and post-increment is that pre-increment will be incremented at the time of execution, whereas a post-increment after the performing some operation it need to be called. Okay, that's all about the pre-increment and post-increment. Let's comment this. Okay, let's comment this. If we take plus plus a plus 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 b plus a plus 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 b plus plus, okay, let's understand this. Okay, it's an addition operation, it's an addition operation, it's an addition operation. Okay, as a value is 2, okay, a value is 2, but here it is incremented, right? But here a is incremented to 3 because we are using the pre-increment. Here b value is 4, but we are using pre-increment, it will become 5. Okay, again we are using the post increments here. Okay, we are using the post increments. That means the values get incremented, but they will store that incremented value internally. Okay, as A becomes 4 and B becomes 6, but these will be not valid. Okay, incremented to 4, but it will use the output with the 3 only. It is incremented to 6, but it will be do the addition with the 5 only, because as a post increment will increment its value after the operation, we need to be called that particular variable. Okay, then addition of 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5, what is our output? 8 plus 8, you will get 16. Okay, let's run it. What is the output? We'll see that. Okay, yeah, you got 16, right? Okay, here a value is incremented. Initially the a value is 2, but here it became 3. If you use in the post increment, internally it's changed to 4, but it will consider 3 value only. That's the post increment and pre-increment difference. Okay, in the same way, as a value of b is 5, okay, then if you are incrementing internally, it will hold the incremented value as 6, but we are using the post increment, it will give only the 5 value. Okay, but if you are calling, okay, but if you are calling same thing, a value, and what is the a value will become here? I think we will see that a value is 4. That means 2 here. Here it became 3. Here it became 4. Right? After the post increment, we are calling the particular variable. Okay, after the post increment, we are calling the particular variable. In the same way, if you call b, it will give the value as 6. As previously, it was given 5. Because after the post increment operation, we are calling such variable. So it will give the 6. Okay, that is the difference. Okay, it's all about increment and decrement operators. Sorry, it's all about increment. In that, we will be looking post increment and pre-increment operators. Okay, let's go ahead with the decrement operators. In the same way, increment operators will increase the value, right? Whereas decrement operators will decrease the value. Okay, decrement operators will decrease the value. Same way, they will be consisting same pre-decrement and post-decrement. Okay, pre-decrement, and you will be having the post-decrement. Okay, and let's take int of a is equals to 2 and int of b is equals to 4. Okay, then take s out of a minus minus a, right? What is the minus minus a? It becomes to the family of pre-decrement. Okay, what will be happening here? As a value is 5, as b value is 10. Okay, a value will be get decremented by 1 time. Okay, then a becomes 4, right? Yeah, a become 4. Then if I use post decrement of b, that is b minus minus, and if I run that, you will get the same value, because already we know how the post decrement will work. Okay, if you call the same variable of b, then it will be resulted in the decremented value, that is 9. After the operation, when you are calling that particular variable which you have been applied the post decrement, that will get decremented by 1. Okay, as a pre-decrement will be decremented at the time or using the operator. Okay, that's all about itself, and we will do some operations. Okay, let's comment this. Press Ctrl/, you will get commented. And next, a plus plus and plus plus b, minus plus minus minus a plus b minus minus. Okay, let's do that. As we know that a value is 5, it's incremented internally 6. Okay, it incremented internally 6, but it will give the value as 5. Okay, internally it will gets incremented as a post increment, but it will hold the value of 5. As a b value incremented to 11, again you are decreasing the a value. Okay, here decrement, that is pre-decrement, will be happening. Okay, that is originally it stores the value of incremented, that is 6. It will decrement it to 5. Okay, then you were decrementing post decrementing, right? Internally it is decremented by 10, but it will give 11 only. Okay, it will give 11 only. It will internally decremented by 1 as a b is holding 11. Okay, but it will be using the post decrement, so it will decrease the value internally, but it will give the same value. If you are calling that again, then it will get 10. Okay, let's see that, execute it. Let's do the addition. As a is incremented to 6. Okay, as a first thing you have used the post increment, and a is incremented to 6 internally, but it will store the value of 5 only. As b is 10, it's incremented as pre-increment, then it will incremented to 11. And next, as a pre-decrement we are going to use, as a is internally incremented to the 6, but here decreasing, so it will get 5. As a post decrement you are going to use b minus minus, but it will decrease by 1 internally, but it should give the value of previous, that is 11. Okay, 10 plus 22, we get 32. Right, we got 32. Okay, if you print, okay, if you print a and if you print b, what is the values you are going to get? Okay, if you print a, you will get the value of 5, right? Yeah, you will get the value of 5, but whereas b, you will get the value of 10 here. Okay, that is a thing. Okay, no need to print here, but we need to know the operation of post decrement. As a decremented internally, but it was, we are adding 11 only. Okay, while printing it's get the decremented value. Okay, that's all about this increment and decrement operators in Java. If you have any doubt, just comment me below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel.